let's spend a couple of minutes here on the defending world champs. I had Les Snead on yesterday. So rare to see a contract given to a player that doesn't add any years at all. It just adds money, right? But Aaron Donald's a unicorn, so that makes sense. Check that box. Had Les on here, and he mentioned multiple times the phrase about the window that we have is what he said. And then when I asked him about the specifics on that, he said Matthew Stafford is the key to the window anyway. When you have somebody like Matthew Stafford, you can't put a time frame on a window. But you have receipts that I'm sure Les didn't really want to mention on the air. What do you think that window is for the Rams based on the cap and all of what they've built with the very expensive players worth the money, though? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're sort of built the way the Indianapolis Colts were built, if you remember. And there's a reason why, like, those Colts teams with Peyton Manning fell apart the way that they did at the end when Manning got hurt. You know, you had all these guys that they were deeply invested in that they just sort of all hit a wall at once. You know what I mean? Like, so they're built in that fashion. And, you know, I think that there's certainly the potential out there that a bunch of these guys get old at once and, oh, my God, what are the Rams going to do? And they have to eat it for a year or two. But I'm with Les on this. It's worth it. You know, if you have one Lombardi already, it's already been worth it. And you probably have a chance to compete with this core for another couple of years. You know, and Stafford's the main piece of it, and he's signed for the next, 4 years. Now, he's had his injury issues, so there's no question that, to some degree, you're monitoring that. And maybe he's not a guy that plays into his 40s the way Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have, but he's the number one piece. You also got to think about the fact that Aaron Donald's 31, Cooper Kupp's getting older, Jalen Ramsey's not going to be young forever. And so what I mean when I'm comparing it to the Colts is like when you're really reliant and over leveraged with a smaller group of players, and you're relying on your ability to find talent to kind of fill roles around them. The picture looks a lot different when that core starts to age and decline. And so, I think it's not just Matthew; it's a number of different players there that they've really built the team around. And one example of it is Andrew Whitworth. That's already taking a big piece out of the puzzle. So, that exists, no question about it. But I think everybody in that building would tell you. That party they were able to throw in February made it all worth it, and anything they get from here as far as the plan goes is icing on the cake.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.